In our discussions, I began to realize that belonging is not just about an attribute to the environment, but also an emotional connection to nature. Some participants showed how they felt a deeper connection to their surroundings by observing local ecosystems, which led me to reflect on my own experience on campus. Our research for more than human teachers also made me see that the campus is not just a place for learning. It is also an ecosystem, a space where nature exists and where other living beings coexist. It is closely intertwined with the surrounding nature world. Because of this, I also started paying more attention to the space on campus, such as lake, the trees, and the birds. These factors shape my daily experience just as much as the academic environment, giving me a deeper sense of belonging to the campus.
Firstly, I would to express my gratitude for the valuable opportunity provided by this workshop, which allowed me to delve deeper into the theme of home, place, and belonging. I really enjoyed this workshop because it deepened my understanding of home. What impressed me the most was the first workshop where we were given the most representative photos of home, and many shares gave cute cats. This reminded me that home is not just composed of family members, but also non-human beings such as flowers on the windowsill, birds flying in the sky, and cats in the community. The second workshop allowed me to explore the edges and the corners of home on campus. For example, the soon-to-bloom magnolia flower, the river, and so on. The small fish and the withered flowers that have returned to the soil have become clues to understanding belonging. I will use them in the future from the perspective of participants actively listen to the sounds of nature.
Through this activity with the University of Stirling, I experienced various interesting forms of activities, including mapping my hometown and so on, which provided me a lot of inspiration. For the relationship between home and other cultures, I feel that there are commonalities in the understanding of home in different cultural backgrounds. I also attempt to extend the concept of home and sense of belongings to the thinking about the natural world through observing activities such as the campus. In this process, I also learned to observe the relationship between humans and natural environments from another perspective or a post-human perspective. I restored the position of human in a natural environment instead of considering human as the center of the natural system. Thank you.
Okay, in the project, I like the discussion about home and the element representing home the most. Material media not only allow us to express our feelings about home in language, but also provide a carrier for us to express our feelings about home. This is very warm for a student in a different place who is very homesick and depends on family relations, because I can express my feelings about home freely and ease my homesick with them in the future life. What I learned from this is that home is not a place, but a continuous sensory negotiation with our environment. It's like working you just but even though the deed has your name on it, it it's not really a home. What really makes it a home is a conversation you have with this place day in and day out. For example, you know which floor makes a crunch sound when you step on it, and you find a spider in the corner of the window sill that comes out at the same time every night to make a web. So home is not a place surrounded by walls, but a web woven by the senses. Thank you.
Firstly, attending a project was a very enriching and inspiring experience. In my communication with foreign friends, I have felt that it is not just the transmission of knowledge, but a fusion of emotions and thoughts from different cultural backgrounds. And secondly, the concept of home seems to have different meanings in different cultures. And through this comparison, I learned to understand the home from a more macro perspective and rather than being limited to a single perspective. And last but not least, in the contents of the post-human era, extending the concept of the home and the sense of belonging to a natural world has made me realize that nature is not only the background of human survival, but also our common home. So we can examine the relation between the humans and nature. When we consider nature as a part of our home, our definition to nature is not longer an external object, but a home that requires care and respect. And this kind of thinking has also given me a new understanding of the campus environment. Through this perspective, I began to pay more attention to the natural environment on campus and also began to practice noticing and slowness, proposing a pair of eyes that discover beauty. Thank you.
Through this project, I've realized that the concept of home isn't just about humans. And home isn't a fixed space. It's shaped by relationship with animals, plants, weather, and even the land itself. This has transformed how I see my own connection to home. And it also made me rethink our campus in Shanghai. I no longer view buildings as separate from nature. Instead, I notice how nature exists here too. Birds nesting on rooftops, insects in the soil beneath sidewalks, and seasonal changes affecting daily life. And even pollution or city noise become part of this shared home. Belonging isn't just about humans, and it's about how people, animals, and the environment interact. Now, I see the campus as a part of a larger network of life. It pushes me to learn not just about nature, but with it, like studying how weather patterns shape campus routines or documenting wildlife in urban space. In short, human becomes a human becomes a process of living with the world, not controlling it. Thank you.